just like in simple interest, the basic formula you can apply to solve problems involving compound interest is, so this is the formula I recommend. This is the easiest one. So we have it to be compound interest equals NO or N0 times multiplier, okay, to the power n, where our NO is our initial amount, which is also our principal amount. Our multiplier, this is our multiplier is the percentage change multiplier. Now our n is the duration in the question. It could be in form of days or could be in form of hours, or it could be in form of years. For this percentage change multiplier, so what it basically means, for instance, if you are asked, if the person has 5% increase, so the percentage change multiplier, when you divide 5 by 100, is going to give you 0.05. The multiplier, when you are doing a compound interest, usually 1. So the multiplier, since it's dealing with increase, the percentage change multiplier now will now be 1 plus 0.05, which will give us what? 1.05. If the question is dealing with reduction, for instance, 26% decrease, basically we mean 26 over 100. So when you punch in the calculator, you are going to have 0.26. Since we're having a 26% decrease, now the percentage change multiplier will now be 1 minus 0.26. So which will give us, when you punch in the calculator, 0.74. Okay, so this is basically what you have to know about this. All right, now note again that if you are dealing specifically with compound interest, this formula is specifically for finding the amount in a particular year. All right, it could be in 2 years, or it could be in 6 days, or in 12 hours. Now, if you are looking for the compound interest itself, you need to subtract the amount you get in that particular year from the principal. So basically, the compound interest will be amount you will get in that particular year minus principal. All right, well, you use this formula to get the, use this formula here to get the amount. So let's wipe this and look at a practice question on this. Okay, now let's look at this question. It says find the compound interest on £600 for 2 years at 8% per annum. From this question, remember, this is the formula we are going to apply. We're going to apply this formula. Compound interest equals N0 times, okay, we have the multiplier, the power n. All right, so from this question, our N0, which is our principal amount, is £600, and we have our n, which is the duration, is 2 years. Okay, now our percentage change multiplier will be, so we have 8%, so divide, let me represent it with m. So we're going to have 8%, that's 8 over 100, which will give us, when you punch, you're going to have 0.08. So you add it to 1. We want an increase, we are looking for the increase, the compound interest on £600 for 2 years. All right, so 0.08 plus 1, when you punch, you're going to have it to be 1.08. Now that you have these values, you can go ahead and plug them in this formula here. So compound interest will now be, when you plug them, you're going to have 600, all right, times the multiplier 1.08 to the power n is what, 2. So when you punch everything on a calculator, then punch it. Okay, so when you punch it, you're going to have everything to be 699.84 pounds. All right, now compound interest will now be subtract this amount for the principal, or the initial amount, which is 600. So you're going to have £99.84 minus, so our principal initial amount is £600. So when you do the math, you're going to have the compound interest to be 99.84 pounds. Alright, so this is basically what I was trying to explain in that formula when we started this video. Okay, so this is the compound interest, £99.84. Okay, now let's wipe this and look at further question on compound interest. Let's wipe this. Okay guys, now let's look at this question. Remember, in compound interest, to get it, you subtract the initial principal or amount from the amount you get at the final yield. So take note of that. Now in this question, it says Daniel invests £1,000 in a savings account which pays 8% compound interest per annum. How much will there be after 6 years? Alright, in this question, we're no longer looking for compound interest. Alright, we're looking for how much Daniel we have after 6 years. Now we're going to apply our N0 times our percentage change multiplier to the power n. So in this question, our N0, our principal amount or initial amount is £1,000. We have our n duration to be 6 years. Okay, and we have percentage change multiplier will be 1 plus, so since we are looking at an increment here, okay, how much will there be after 6 years? Okay, so it will be 1 plus 8 over 100, which will give us 1 plus 0.08, which will give us what, 1.08. So when you plug in these values in the formula, we're going to have it to be 1000 times, okay, we have 1.08 the power n, which is 6. Let me punch it on my calculator and see what I'm going to have. Okay, so when you punch it in the calculator, you're going to have the values to be 1586.8743323. Alright, so let's leave it at 2 decimal places. So the amount Daniel we have after investing £100, which pays 8% compound interest per annum after 6 years, will be, when you approximate it to 2 decimal places, will now be £1,586.87. £1,586.817. That will be the amount. Okay, remember this question, we're not looking for compound interest, we're looking for how much Daniel we have after 6 years of investing, which pays 8% compound interest per annum.